We're investigating in our new area. We're looking for den sites. As you can see from the rock formations behind me, this is a classic area for thylacine dens. Our 3H philosophy, habitat. This is thylacine habitat. History. There is history of thylacines being taken as bounties from the 1800s to the 1900s, and human interaction. There has been post-1936 sightings in this area, all of which make it a classic place to look for thylacines and dens where thylacines could live.
Just 50 metres around the corner from where we were previously, this is an amazing spot. Afternoon sun would be caught. I can visualise the thylacines that are sitting here completely protected, sunning itself as a lot of marsupials do before they head off into their nocturnal sort of feeding regimes. I can't see a thylacine denning here permanently. Doesn't really appear to be deep enough or protective enough, but what a day lair. If you want to follow me, look at this. Whilst not large enough for a big predator like a thylacine, that would be a perfect den site for a Tasmanian devil. Dry, sheltered, sun, close proximity to prey and water, perfect environment. There is a predator here that might not be so obvious, but this is a classic Higmania troglodytes web, that sort of primitive parachute web, the Tasmanian cave spider. So there is a top order predator lurking here as we speak. Spectacular. Check this out. We just climbed up off the track because we saw this ridge line, and this whole embankment is littered with caves such as this. So you could spend a lifetime investigating them. I can visualise a big predator with a nest down in that alcove at the back. I've scoped it out. There's no real signs that it's been used by anything recently, but this whole area has got caves like this, so perfect. What an amazing place. I'm so excited that we're investigating it. This region just blows the mind. It meets the 3 H's. We've got bounties that have been paid out, so we know historically a thylacine was in the area. We've got post-1936 sightings. In the 80s there was a real spate in this region, which a lot of them were quite credible, and then from there it's perfect habitat. We've got this sort of dry sclerophyll forest on these boulder sort of ridges, and then further down the valley it goes into a wet forest or a wet sclerophyll, and there's a river that cuts through, so you've got ample drinking water, you've got prey, so you've got the resource for big predators. This whole ridgeline is littered with small caves like this, and absolutely an animal like a thylacine would have used this in the past. Look at it. You've got one entrance to it. It's dry. It's been absolutely pouring with rain over the last week, and this is bone dry. You've got this little alcove down the bottom. I can imagine something dragging nesting material in and having their nest at the back. You've even got little dugout sections which in my mind could hide young behind you, protecting them whilst you're in your nest. In my idea, this is what a thylacine would have used. Goes right back down, Waz, and round the corner.
Ah.
Just climb back out of the cave, and to my surprise, it's actually much deeper and much more protective than what I first thought. Down behind that rock there, you can't see it from this angle, but it does continue around the corner and it opens out into another quite large area. And again, it would be absolutely perfect to protect young. It just, there's no doubt in my mind that in this area, because it so accurately meets the Triple H theory that T.R.U uses, thylacines would have used this in the past.